Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing tonight? And I just cannot get this adjusted right to suit me. How is everybody doing on this Tuesday night? I hope everybody's had a good week so far, even though it's only the second day of the week. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Right after the holiday, trying to get back in the groove of things. I know I'm struggling just a little bit. But I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is having a good week. Just wanted to jump on for a few minutes and talk a little bit of EPW wrestling and a few things that's going on. Some stuff that's going on this weekend. Some stuff that's going on in a couple of weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, most everybody saw this yesterday that we announced that the one and only the Memphis legend Downtown Bruno will be joining us this Saturday night at EPW Arena in Boonville, 1714 North 2nd Street there in Boonville. Bell time 7:30. Downtown Bruno will be there. I cannot recall a time myself that Downtown Bruno has ever been to EPW. I'm sure it's probably happened at some point, but I know that I can't recall it. It's been a little while, I know, since Downtown Bruno has been at EPW, and he will be there this weekend. For those of you that aren't familiar with Downtown Bruno, was a legendary manager in Memphis. For years and years, went down to Continental Wrestling and was a manager there. I think he actually worked behind the scenes some there also. And then, of course, a lot of people know from his time in WWE. But Downtown Bruno, who most of all of us around in this area all remember him from Memphis Wrestling, he will be at EPW this weekend. And anytime Downtown Bruno is around, you never know exactly what's going to happen. So should be a fun week this week. Make sure that you, if you haven't already, and several people have, jump on and get those discount tickets. EPWWrestlingMS.com. You can see the website scrolling across the bottom of the screen. A couple other things. The Bun Christian Pierce will be joining us again this week. Will be returning to EPW. He was there a few months back, and he will be returning this Saturday, along with Scott Ronan. If you're not familiar with Scott, he and Big Swole Justin Cole were the Final Hour for a long time. So Scott Ronan will be joining us this weekend, as well as just kind of a little bit of a spoiler from our television tapings this past weekend. Our brand new EPW champion, Danny Lawler, will also be there. So, so a huge card. All your favorites will be there this weekend. It's going to be a big night. It's going to be a fun night, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing Downtown Bruno. I haven't seen him in a couple of years, and he is excited about coming to EPW. He's heard a lot about it, and he's wanting to see what everybody's talking about. So he will be there this weekend. Just make sure you are. We want to have a great crowd for Downtown Bruno this weekend. And just to brag on you guys, man, last Saturday at our TV tapings, man, there was a big crowd there. Super excited to see everybody. It was a big night of wrestling. I think we filmed somewhere around 10 or 11 matches. So it was a lot. If you were there last Saturday night for our TV taping, you definitely got your money's worth as far as getting to see some wrestling. So let's see. So we will talk something else. This is actually an announcement about our Corinth Comic Con show. EPW Wrestling will be at the Corinth Comic Con this year. That will be January 29th at Crossroads Arena in Corinth. Be a very special bell time of 6 p.m. We are actually part of the Comic Con, so a little bit earlier bell time than we're used to. But for EPW, we are happy, and we're super excited to announce that Vegas Joe. That's right. Vegas Joe from the Tiger King 2 series will be at Corinth Comic Con this year. He will be the special guest of EPW Wrestling. He will be there taking pictures, signing autographs, and rumor has it that a couple of people at EPW has already taken exception with Vegas Joe being there, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I've been around Vegas Joe. I worked with him some in Memphis wrestling here a few months back, and anytime that Vegas Joe is around, I promise you never know what in the world will happen. So look forward to Vegas Joe. Look forward to the Corinth Comic Con this year. Those of you that were there last year, it was a huge event. They were expecting it because last year was the very first time they had done the Corinth Comic Con. They were thinking maybe 400 or 500 people would probably show up because it was a first time Comic Con. Well, they ended up with somewhere in the neighborhood of about 1,500. So it was a huge turnout. And this year is going to be even bigger. I think they have, I actually talked to Austin with Comic Con today. I think he said they actually have 3 times the vendors that they had last year set up and scheduled for this year. And it's so man, the Comic-Con is going to be huge this year, and we are EPW is super excited to be a part of it, and they're excited that we're going to be back as well. They invited us, so hey, we're going to show up and show out just like we always do for the Comic-Con this year. So big things happening. Our next, I don't have a graphic for it, but somebody had asked earlier, it shot me a message. Our next television taping will be January the 22nd. So just in a couple of weeks, we'll have those tickets on sale very, very soon for our next set of television tapings. And you don't want to miss those. And anybody that was there last Saturday night will definitely tell you that you do not want to miss. Do not want to miss TV tapings. So, man, you guys, let's see, are in the comments tonight. If anybody's got any questions about anything, you want to talk about anything EPW wrestling or just wrestling in general, hey, let's talk about it. I'm always good. I'm always up for some good wrestling talk. Lord, let's see who we got in the room tonight. Let's see, there's Christy Owens. Hey, Christy, proud you're here. Hello, Julia. Logan Jocelyn. Oh my God, I haven't seen Logan since he was tiny. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure how he found this feed, but hey, Logan, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well. There is our little Taz herself, Ann Tucker. Hello, Ann. Lord, there's Easy Rotten's in the room, calling somebody a loser. I guess he's talking about me. Joey Gross is here. Hope you are having a good week, Joey. Man, I don't know. You and Eugene Jackson and Nathan have got to be still tired after somewhere close to almost 3 hours of calling wrestling last week for our television show. So I'm sure you're still tired. Let's see. There's Miss Carolyn. Hello, Miss Carolyn. Proud you have jumped on with us. Tommy Roach. How are you doing, Tommy? Tommy, we all need to make sure and congratulate Tommy. Tommy is actually a dad again, I believe. So congratulations, Tommy. I hope that everybody is doing well at your house. Let's see. There's our buddy Danny Lawson, who I'm sure is probably on the road somewhere burning it up right now. Danny, I hope you are being safe. Super cool a couple of weeks ago to see Danny back in the announce booth with Joey. That was I thought that was pretty cool myself. See, there's Brandon Robertson. Hey, Brandon, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Julia says it's not been a good week. Not a good week. It's always a good week. You got to look at it. Glass is half full, it's never half empty. Yeah, Danny said he's done been to New York and back this week. Jesus. Woo, tearing it up. How we go? There ain't no way. Let's see. Mike Thrasher's here, one of our EPW officials. Hope you're doing good, Mike. Let's see. Danny, I think he's presuming we're talking about Downtown Bruno being at EPW. He says, I can't remember being there. He asked Christy. Christy and Danny are both been at EPW longer than I have. So a lot of times when it comes to questions like this, like, so is such and such ever been there? I have to go to them because I honestly can't remember. Because they have been there for a long time. Let's see. Mike Thrasher says he don't remember him being there either, but he says he is excited to meet Downtown Bruno, and I'm excited to see Bruno again too. There is Avery, miss being there. We miss you guys, Avery. We miss seeing you and the girls being there. And congrats to Danny. I guess Danny Dollar. Danny Dollar, our brand new EPW champion, coming out of the TV tapings this week. You got to make sure and watch those television tapings. If you weren't there for the TV tapings, make sure you check those out on either WTVA on Sunday mornings or check it out on our YouTube channel. It'll be posted there at the same time that it airs on WTVA. Let's see. There is Alan. What's up, boss? Had to work last week, but I'll be back this weekend. Looking forward to seeing you, Alan. Looking forward to seeing you. We missed you. Justin Klein is evidently, oh my God, I don't no idea what he's talking about, but who knows? Let's see. There's Brent. Maybe Justin Klein can learn something from Downtown Bruno. I'm going to tell you what, everybody can learn something from Downtown Bruno one way or another. I promise you. Everybody can take something away from Downtown Bruno. Let's see. Christy says, it's been a good while back. Dan Lawson, if I'm not mistaken, special referee for the iconic Loser Roof Town match between 24/7 and Bone and Daniel Nova. So that tells you how long ago it's been. So yeah, that has been a long time. So I knew it had been several years since Downtown Bruno had been there, but I was pretty sure that he probably had been at some point. Let's see. Justin Klein says, if you know you're unattractive, please sit near the back during the TV tapings. Jesus. Wow. Oh, will Gun Show ever be back at EPW? Never say never. You never know what will happen. You never know. You got to be there to see. Let's see. Danny Lawson says, there you go. So, Christy answered her question for us. Tommy says, how's it going? It is going good, Tommy. I'm super busy this week. Back with business as usual at the arena in Corinth, and there's always EPW stuff going on. I don't think EPW work never stops. So it's going good. I love being busy. Let's see. Mike Thrasher says, was it at Downtown Bruno that The Rock? Yeah. So good point. So Downtown Bruno, when The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, came to Memphis and literally had nowhere to live, he actually lived with Downtown Bruno for a while, actually. And if many of you remember, I can't remember how far back it's been, but The Rock actually surprised Downtown Bruno and bought him a brand new pickup truck. And that was like picked up on like all the major news outlets. And it was just a really cool moment. And Bruno started crying and all kinds of stuff. It was just, it was a cool moment. And as far as I know, of course, Bruno still has that truck. So of course that's not been that long ago. So I'm sure he would. Let's see. Yeah. Joey Gross said The Rock bought Bruno a pickup truck. Yep. That's good. That was a cool moment. Let's see. Tommy says they're good. Still in the hospital. Well, I hope everybody's health is doing good. I hope the baby's doing good. So, congratulations, Tommy. Let's see. There's John Dunn. Check your Facebook Messenger. Sent you a message. Man, the my Facebook Messenger is so backed up with messages. I will do my best, John. I literally I've attempted to sit down and go through my messenger before, and I usually don't get very far, but it is, I've got a ton of unread messages in my messenger. So I apologize to you and everybody else that's in that thing. Let's see. Daniel also is sitting at home on the sofa. So you're at home. Okay. That's rare. Let's see. Can you get Kevin Nash? I think OPW had him in August. No, EPW had Kevin Nash back in September. We had Kevin Nash at the Alcorn County Fair back in September. That was super cool as well. See, there's my buddy Jeremy Hudson. Any truth to the rumor that Downtown Bruno is going to be the new EPW commissioner? Well, as it stands right now, I'm the EPW commissioner, but never know. Bruno would definitely be more qualified for the job than I am. Let's see. Joey says the WTVA shows are getting better and better every week. I totally agree with that. Man, I feel like our show has really, really stepped it up in the last probably 3 or 4 weeks. There is just a lot of stuff going on there now. And the next 3 to 4 weeks are going to be really exciting. Just to kind of, I guess, give you a little peek behind the curtain, and something that you're going to see a little bit of this coming Sunday. So, Jimmy Blaylock, convinced me, that is trying to convince me that Gene Jackson and Whitey Jenkins are 2 totally separate people. And that in doing this, he is going to take me to Whitey Jenkins' house. Well, in the grand scheme of this, Jimmy drags me to Las Vegas. Yes, you heard that right. Las Vegas, to try to find Whitey Jenkins's house. So, we end up, you'll never believe where we end up. So just make sure you got to watch the show for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And, oh my Lord, you will never guess where we end up. I'll put it at that. You will never guess where we end up. Man, that Jimmy Blaylock is something else. He and Justin Klein and that whole crew, and Whitey Jenkins. Yeah. Let's see. Mike Thrasher, cheap plug, y'all. Catch me on the Whitey Jenkins show this Thursday night. Yes. Our official EPW official Mike Thrasher will actually be on the Whitey Jenkins show this Thursday night. So I can only imagine what that is going to be. Oh my Lord. Anything to do with Whitey Jenkins is always a mess. So, make sure that you check that out. I think you can go to the Whitey Jenkins page, or I'm sure Mike Thrasher's probably got that link on his page somewhere on how to get there. But definitely, if you are on Facebook and want to see something, you need to make sure and check that out. Let's see. You need to have P3 barbecue at the show. I agree. We're working on that. We are working on a deal with P3 barbecue. We're going to have some P3 barbecue in our concession stand at some point coming up. I promise. Let's see. There's Whitney Carr. Hey, Whitney, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Gary says we need to see a match with Justin Klein versus Dakota Riley in a cage. Boy, that would be interesting to see. And how cool was it to see Dakota Riley back for a couple of weeks? He was actually at our show 2 weeks ago, Christmas Carnage, and then he was at the TV tapings last week. Always excited to see Dakota Riley at EPW. Let's see. Carolyn says she will catch us Saturday night. We'll see you Saturday night, Carolyn. Us, downtown Bruno, we will all be there. See, Mike Thrasher says our TV is definitely getting bigger, getting more and more people asking and talking about it. That is awesome. Make sure you are sharing our show with everybody you can. We want as many eyes as possible on that show. We're looking to grow. We're always looking to grow, and I never settle. So we got to get that thing in front of as many people as we can, and we're actually working on a couple other things this year to try to get EPW out there even a little bit more. So just stay tuned for that. Let's see. So let's see. Somebody named David Cox, who is over on our YouTube channel, says hello, and that I'm assuming that's probably not the David Cox that I know. I'm not sure the David Cox I know knows what YouTube is, but anyway. Brandon Robertson says the fans come to see the gun show, not there to see Justin Klein or K Swiss. I don't know that anybody, probably not many people come to see Justin Klein. Let's see. Whitney says she's doing good. Just taking care of LSD, has a cold that he can't kick. Well, maybe he'll get well soon. Let's see. Brandon says that Mr. Essential, Jonathan Calvary, and Jimmy Blaylock are his favorite managers. Hey, everybody enjoys different things. That's all I can really say. Dakota Riley, 100% to be back. So Dakota is going to join us when he can. I know that Dakota actually is starting law enforcement school, I believe. So, but we'll see him back at EPW. We will see him back. Let's see. Justin Klein's on here arguing with somebody. Really, Gary, how did he fare against Fancy Bryce Dancy? He's talking about Dakota Riley faced Bryce Dancy at the TV tapings last week. Let's see. And Mike Thrasher hit the nail on the head. He says, K-Swiss, a great talent, but a terrible attitude. I totally agree with that. And evidently he's having some issues with Bone Crusher, and it appears that he seems to be kind of dodging. Maybe he's dodging Bone Crusher a little bit. He hasn't been K-Swiss has been absent the last couple of weeks, so not sure what's going on there. It's more Justin Klein rhetoric. Let's see. David Cox needs to come back. See, there's David Cox again. Hello, David. Gary is giving Justin Klein the business. Dakota Riley whip you and Fancy. I wouldn't doubt that a bit. Man, oh man. Let's see. And Gary says he's scared. That's hilarious. But anyway, man, if y'all got any questions about anything EPW, anything wrestling at all, man, shoot me those messages. We'll answer them as best we can. We'll talk about anything. Hey, whatever you guys want to talk about. Let's see. Brent Johnson says K-Swiss is scared. I'm not going to say that he's scared, but if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, then you know the rest of it. Let's see. Gary has LSD on his mind, talking like he's dropped some. That's just wrong. That's terrible. Oh. Let's see. So Eric Ross is joining us, and what else lined up for this weekend? Well, Eric, you are late to the party, my friend, but I'm proud you're here. This weekend, the Memphis Wrestling legend Downtown Bruno will be in the house. He hasn't been to EPW in many years. And he will be there this coming Saturday night. We're excited to have Downtown Bruno in the house. The Bun, Christian Pierce, will be in action this week. He'll be returning to EPW for the first time in about 6 or 7 weeks. So, or 6 or 7 weeks, 6 or 7 months. So he will be in action. Scott Ronan will be in the house. Our brand new EPW champion, Danny Lawler, will be in the house this week, plus all your favorite EPW stars will be there. So it's going to be a big weekend. It's going to be a big weekend, and hey, you need to be there. Hey, there is Haley Rogers. Hello, Haley. Hope you're doing well. Tell Perky I said hello. Let's see. Gary says K-Swiss is scared of Dakota Riley and Bone Crusher. Let's see. Mike Thrasher says, I like stories. Give us your favorite match and opponent. So I guess you're talking about mine. Ooh. Favorite match. Man. So there's a couple that come straight to mind. One of them is from a very, very, very long time ago, probably 2000, when myself and War Machine Gene Jackson, as he was called back then, we were tag team partners when I first broke in wrestling, way back when in 1999. We faced the Flyboys in a match in Saltillo, Mississippi, and it was probably the match where let's see, how do I say this? Anybody that starts wrestling in the beginning, they always have that one match, it seems like, that is super aggressive, super tough, and you kind of figure out whether or not that guy's really going to make it or not, or whether or not necessarily make it, but stick around for a while. And that was a super rough match, and that was 22 years ago, and I'm still here. So I guess that was kind of the match that told everybody that, hey, maybe Neil Taylor is going to stick around for a while. And that's probably one of my favorite matches. And the very first time that I wrestled Jerry Lawler in Parsons, Tennessee in 2006, I think, was probably one of my favorite matches. But man, there's been a bunch. It's hard to narrow it down to a couple. There's been several. Let's see. Brendan Robertson says, when will Dustin Starr be back at EPW? Could be soon. I see and talk to Dustin a lot, actually. So you never know when the old 5-star may show up at EPW. Let's see. Eric says, where is EPW located in Mississippi? I'm from Florence, Alabama. EPW is in Boonville, Mississippi. We are about probably about 15 minutes south of Corinth, Mississippi, straight down 72 from you. Probably around from Florence, we're probably about an hour 15-minute drive from Florence, Alabama. So definitely close enough for you to come check us out. I tell you what, for information, Eric, just go to our website, epwwrestlingms.com. It will tell you directions, show schedules, all that good stuff. So make sure and man, come check us out. And if you see me there, make sure and come and introduce yourself. I'd love to talk to you. So Justin Klein says these folks can't formulate a question, so I'll hit you with some. Oh my God, I can only imagine. Let's see, Gary Carr, maybe downtown will slap Klein. He may do it. So Klein's question, can we ban fan signs? No, we absolutely cannot. As a matter of fact, I encourage people to bring signs for our television tapings or any show. I don't care. Man, bring those signs. I don't care who you're for, who you like, who you don't like. Bring those signs. It's super cool. I love it. Any chances any chances of traveling to any other places? That is something that is very much on the radar this year. I've always wanted to venture out a little bit and not just do shows in Boonville. And with our television show airing in such a broad with such a broad footprint, we actually our television show carries about we're covered in about almost 500,000 homes. So we have a huge footprint. So that allows us to kind of get out a little bit, and I definitely want to do that. So yeah, just keep a watch on the website. We'll be in Corinth, Mississippi at the Crossroads Arena January the 29th as part of the Corinth Comic Con. A little bit closer to you. So man, come over and check out the Comic Con. It's super cool event. Let's see. Yep, so Melissa was answering a question. Boonville's north of Tupelo. Yeah, Boonville is about 30 minutes north of Tupelo and about 15 minutes south of Corinth on Highway 45. Oh, let's see. What is the chance that Jerry the King Lawler will be at Corinth Comic Con? Probably not this year, but that name has come up before. So it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Let's see. Question number 2. How embarrassed is Cross right now after he interrupted me and then his boys got taken to school by the hot shots? Well, I don't know that you would have to ask me that. So if I was you, I would probably get right in Cross's face as soon as I saw him and ask him that. And let me know what your answer is. Let's see. Scrolling through these. Eric says, not bad. Awesome. Yes, sir. Love wrestling. Well, come check us out. Eric. See, Tommy Roach's Bone and K-Swiss in a cage match. Boy, that would be something. I guess old K-Swiss, if he showed up, he couldn't run very far there, could he? That cage up. And see, Julia loves the signs too. Me and Julia have talk about that. How we love people to bring signs. It's so much fun. So much fun. Let's see. Which 2021 EPW heavyweight champion are you most proud of? You probably wouldn't like that answer, so I think I will just I may just I tell you what, I just won't answer that. Mama said if you can't say nothing nice, don't say anything at all. So I just won't say anything because you probably won't like that answer. Let's see. Any more questions on here? I like answering these questions. You jog my memory a little bit, especially when you ask me that question about my favorite match and all that kind of stuff. Man, that really jogging my memory there. Let's see. Does Bone Crusher know EPW doesn't stand for Elderly Pro Wrestling? I'm speechless. Jesus. Is EPW coming to Arkansas? Well, EPW has never been to Arkansas, but I'm not going to say they never will come to Arkansas. But right now, we're really trying to focus on North Mississippi and try to kind of get our feet under us here with the television show and all that good stuff, and trying to grow here in North Mississippi. So Arkansas is not off the radar, but probably not in the immediate future. I'll be honest with you, but I'll tell you what. Make sure and check out our friends at Championship Wrestling from Memphis. They have an awesome show that is based out of Memphis, and I know it goes all the way up into Little Rock, into Jonesboro, and quite a bit over into Arkansas. So make sure and check them guys out on CW30 out of Memphis, or Tubetown, I believe, in Jonesboro. So make sure and check those guys out. You'll actually see quite a bit of EPW stars on that show. Question 5 is what is a Comic Con? If you don't know what a Comic Con is, then maybe you just shouldn't come to a Comic Con. How about that? But everybody needs to go to a Comic Con. I'll say that at some point you've got to go to Comic Con. They're EPW wrestling aside, and just wrestling aside in general, Comic Cons are a ton of fun. There's actually a horror convention type thing that I go to in Nashville every year around April. That is a ton of fun. They're so much fun. You've got to, everybody needs to check out a Comic Con. People dress up, and some of the costumes are pretty elaborate. So it's pretty cool. But we'll just ignore Justin Klein for now. Let's see. Brandon says, I'll answer that one for you. It's Trace Hunt. Good answer. Tommy Roach says we need to pick 2 matches and the fans vote on which one we have one night. That's an interesting idea. Boy, we're actually broadcasting on our YouTube channel too, and man, some of these I've had to block some of these bot type things on our YouTube channel. It's a bunch of gibberish. Let's see. James says he watches on YouTube from Arkansas. Well, appreciate that, James. Make sure and keep up with us. We are excited that you're checking it out. Make sure and click subscribe. Click subscribe on YouTube. It is totally free, and it actually helps get the word out about EPW quite a bit. So anybody that is that's checking us out on YouTube right now, make sure and click that subscribe button, and you actually are first to know anytime we post videos. And plus, there is a huge catalog of videos there. There's somewhere in the neighborhood of about 700 EPW videos there. So there's a lot of them. All of our television shows are there. You can watch each and every one of them. So yeah, make sure and check out our YouTube channel and click subscribe. It's totally free. Justin Klein says, so it's a nerd fest. No, it's not. Just not a nerd fest. Gary Carr says, come on to Amory, Mississippi. So, EPW in Amory. That's an interesting idea. And, it's actually been brought up before. OWO usually runs that neck of the woods, and I have a good relationship with Terrell Moore that runs OWO. So I try not to step on his toes too much. So, but hey, if we were ever given the green light too, then I would be interested in that. Let's see. Here's my buddy Milton from the B 95.3, 95.3, 96.3, the B. Are the Memphis Wrestlers going to be at the Comic Con? We are actually in the process of scheduling that now. So I do think you're going to see some of the Memphis guys at the Comic Con this year. And you can actually see a lot of the Memphis Wrestling guys on our show each and every week. And some of our guys on their show as well. Good question. Let's see. Yours, Mark Bryson, Christmas show had a great turnout. What an awesome show. Man, that was probably the biggest Christmas night show we've ever done. Man, it was completely packed in there. We were pulling chairs out of the dressing room and everywhere else, trying to get everybody somewhere to sit. And man, it was it was super exciting to be there. Man, it was a great show that night. Man, Davey Richards was there, and who would have ever thought that Brandon Young, our EPW Heritage Champion, would have beat Davey Richards Who would have ever thought that? I definitely did not, and he managed to pull it out. So, but it was an awesome show, and I hope everybody was there. You can actually watch all of those matches from Christmas Carnage on our YouTube channel. If you missed out and you weren't there, you can watch them on our YouTube channel. Let's see. All right, I got a couple of more minutes here. If anybody's got any more questions or comments about anything, like I said, just kind of reiterating, if you jumped on at the tail end of things, this Saturday night, Memphis wrestling legend Downtown Bruno will be at EPW probably for the first time in probably 10 years. So it's always exciting to see Downtown Bruno, and he is excited to be coming down to EPW Wrestling to see what everybody's talking about. Excited to be there. That is this Saturday night. Make sure you get those discount advance tickets, EPWWrestlingMS.com. Also, the Corinth Comic Con just got exotic. Vegas Joe, who was featured in the Tiger King 2 series on Netflix, will also be a guest of EPW Wrestling at the Corinth Comic Con this year. So make sure you are there January 29th at Crossroads Arena in Corinth. He'll be there for photo ops, signing autographs, and just might be part of our wrestling show. You just never know. So excited for Vegas Joe to be there. Also, our very next television taping will be January the 22nd, back in Boonville. We'll have those tickets on sale very, very soon. So make sure you are there. Make sure you come check us out and come see what everybody's talking about. And that is EPW Wrestling. Let's see, we got a few more comments on here. Tyler says that was the most packed EPW show he's been to. That was Christmas Carnage, and man, it was packed full of people. Justin Klein says we need to trade Trace Hunt, Steven Siles, and Cody James for Colton Cage. A little rumor going around that Colton Cage may be returning to EPW soon. Let's see. There's my buddy Chip Wood. What's going on, Chip? We need to eat lunch this week. Make sure and get the gang together. We'll all go eat lunch this week. Let's see. More questions. Mike Thrasher has, let's see, favorite match you've ever seen or event you've went to. Favorite match I have ever seen. Favorite match that I've ever seen. Man, one of the first wrestling shows I ever remember going to as a kid was WCW house show in probably 1989 or 90. I got to see Ric Flair against Lex Luger. And I remember that match being super cool just because I was a kid and getting to see it after I'd seen it on so many pay-per-views and Clash of the Champion shows. Event that I've ever been to, probably the very first WCW Uncensored. I went there. I was a teenager then, but that was probably my favorite because it was the very first pay-per-view I ever actually got to go see. And that was the one where Hulk Hogan wrestled Vader and he pinned, or he actually did the finish on Ric Flair, and it was a big controversy or whatever. But that's probably the first two come to mind. Let's see. Carol Baskin is innocent, by the way, and I'll debate anyone who thinks otherwise. Talk to Vegas Joe about that. I'm sure he has an opinion and probably a couple of words for Carol Baskin. Eric Ross, what's the chances of EPW getting The Undertaker or Kevin Nash to come? The Undertaker, probably slim and none. Kevin Nash has actually already been here. He was at EPW back in September. Let's see. There's our champion, Danny Dollar. Me versus Jay Webb. You know it's your favorite. Well, it was a good match. Let's see. Eric says he met Stone Cold in person. Let's see. Lex Luger looks rough now. How's he doing? Last I heard, he was still doing well. I actually met Steve Austin one time when I was in high school. Back when he was Stunning Steve and had hair. So that tells you how long ago that's been. And our old friend Mac Wallace. Book old Mackie if you want to make some real money. Boy, these people impersonating folks is comical. Anyway, so guys, we've been on here about an hour. Just wanted to talk some wrestling with you, which I love to do. It's a lot of fun, especially answering a lot of these questions about old shows and stuff like that. I enjoy that, and answering any questions related to EPW. I enjoy talking about, obviously. So we'll do this again. Hopefully, we'll try to do it again next week. And anyway, so we'll try to do this some more, and I'll try to jump on and we'll talk some more, because I do really enjoy this. Sometimes it's hard to find time to do it, but anyway, this Saturday, downtown Bruno, EPW, make sure you're there. Television tape in January the 22nd. Make sure you are there. And the Corinth Comic Con, Vegas Joe will be there. He is a guest of EPW Wrestling. And he'll be there for photo ops and autographs and all that good stuff. And Lord knows what else. He was at Memphis Wrestling here a few months ago, and it turned into mass chaos. So I think the quote was that he told me he was ready to meet some wrestlers or maybe even marry a couple, whatever that means. So anyway, make sure to check out Vegas Joe at Corinth Comic Con, January the 29th in Corinth. Tickets for that are on sale now at epwwrestlingms.com. It's a little bit different than, it will actually send you to the Ticketmaster page for the arena, because all those tickets have to go through Ticketmaster. So jump on, get those tickets. We'll actually have some Comic-Con tickets available for sale at EPW Wrestling this weekend. So they're $10, so in advance. So make sure you get that. When you buy a ticket to get into Comic-Con, you can go and come as you please all day long at the Comic-Con, and you get to enjoy the wrestling that night for free. So make sure that you support the Comic-Con. It's going to be a big night. Support EPW Wrestling. Make sure, if you are watching this on YouTube, there's a few folks here that are, make sure you click that subscribe button. If you're not watching on YouTube, make sure to check out our YouTube channel and click the subscribe button. I'd much appreciate it. Oh man, we're close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's pretty cool. So help us hit that mark, and we may have to throw some kind of contest out there to see who's the 1,000th subscriber on YouTube. Anyway, so guys, I hope everybody has a good week, and stay safe out there. Stay healthy. It's a crazy, crazy world we're living in. So take care of yourself. And guys, we'll see you this coming Saturday night. And I can't wait. We'll see you then.